Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 39 of Building the Delorean from Back to the Future. This is another wiring issue. We've got a chassis plate, which I think we're not actually using quite yet anyway. But we've got five more wires, some screws and some tabs to hold those wires in place. So yeah, basically we're putting some wires down that side, making sure they stretch out enough. Putting three tabs holding that in place. Another wire going over that way. Three more tabs holding that in place, and that's it. And that we're keeping for, obviously it's going to be covering over all of the wires. Once we get them all covered over, no little stickers on this one. It's just tabs to put in, and they're bigger, they're wider tabs. So I'm pretty sure we can get them screwed in and then worry about adjusting the length of them down the line. But before we do the build, as ever, I'll have a flick through the magazine. You can always pause and read all the words if you want to. Behind the scenes, February 1989, the first shots were filmed for Back to the Future Part 2. Now, I believe they filmed 2 and Part 3 at the same time, sort of back to back, because they knew that they were going to make it the trilogy at that point. Obviously, the first one, they didn't know. Oh, yeah, Mayor Goldie Wilson. Yeah, that was quite cool. He played Hill Valley's mayor in several time periods. There we go. Next time is another interesting looking episode. We get the pedals and the panel, obviously, that the pedals go onto. So the brake light, I believe, is activated when you push the brake pedal down. So yeah, that's quite interesting. So let's clear the bench. Let's get the car in, and we'll get the wires plugged in. So we've got lots of wires, the connectors, and some screws. This is the floor panel, which pretty much looks like it's going to go there, isn't it? Obviously covering over the wires and stuff, because that's the back, because the engine's at the back on this, so it's going that way. So this would be the front slope for the wheel. I don't recall, has it got back seats? Is it only a two-seat? I don't remember. If I think they've only ever sat in the front, wasn't it? I did have 3 people in it at one point, but they were all sitting on the front, I believe. So yes, that's going to go about there, but not yet. We don't need that for this part of the build, so I shall move that out of the way. It says we are using wires 39D, 39C. I'm not going to use that. 11, 10, 23, and 6. So these, as ever, with all of these, have got labels and printing on the other end. So, right, 23, 11, 10, 23, 6. 6, 10, and 11. So just not 22 by the looks of that. But yeah, these are all different, well, not all different lengths, but several different lengths on these. Or are these all the same? These are all about the same, actually. That makes it nice and convenient. So let's move the tag up to the end there so we can know where that is when we need it. These are going over that way. I think between those two, and then others obviously down and around. There's not much point in laying that down in there as yet. It says 5 to 6 centimeters coming out the end there, so about that much. These are all going to end up in basically the same sort of place. But before I do that, I'm going to need 6 of these screws. Get a few out and see if that's the right number. We shall put one bracket in place. Now again, the screw on this one is going on the outside over there. So it's that way round. Plug will go in that end. So I haven't measured it as yet, because I'm pretty sure even with these fully tightened down, there's plenty of room under there for that to be moving around a bit. So we've got that one there. We've got another one down here, which has got to go to, there's 2 positions it could go into, and it only goes into the one, and it's the one furthest to the back. Actually, it'll only line up with one, so that's okay. Put that in there as well. I'm not tightening these down all the way quite yet, although I'm doing them up fairly securely. And then the last one on this side goes in there, and again the screw is on this side. Just make sure I get all of the wires in the right place. One plugged in there. in there. Have I got it the right way around? Yeah, that's the way that it is. It's showing it as being that one. So let's not worry about the plug yet. Let's get the screw in first. And we'll make sure it goes into the right area. Good. Just put in there. I'll put the cart on the blocks. You may have noticed because it's, you know, why not? We've got the blocks. We might as well use them. Although you can't use them right at the very back there because there's nothing to push it against. So yeah, I've got movement there anyway. So let's get this 5 to 6 centimeters. I'm going to go for 6 because I like to make sure there's enough room in just a touch. So that's what we've got there. We've got one more wire to do, the 22, which is going over this side in much the same way. And it's also 5 to 6 centimeters out, and the 3 brackets going exactly the same way. So I need one more screw out of there, like that. That up, pick that up. This one again goes from the outside. Get that done just on the corner of the screen down there. There we go. So that round there, that locked in place. One more screw through here, going through there. Again, through there like that, and screw through that bit. I believe that's the only one that lines up with the other bit. So yeah, I'll go with that. That lined up there. That's not lined up. That is now, and pop that home. Final bit is putting the last one in down here, I believe. Yes, and the screw is on that side. It's going to have to go that way around. Let's get that screwed in this way around because that's easier to hold and screw. He says not being able to hold or screw it. It will get there. But it's the right way up, of course, as well. So that is that. So we'll get this wire in the right place. Fiddle that round so that goes into the right place there. And then I can get them all tightened down. And that is the end of this part of the build. Not much going on, but it's all important groundwork. I quite like that these are fitted like this. They're just an extension wire, and then you need to worry about getting the ends plugged in somewhere else on the board down the line. So it's working quite well for me. I'm quite happy with how it's working. So yeah, that's that. That will obviously, as I say, go over the top there. Probably the wires are going to come out through there or elsewhere. I don't know. I'm going to rest that on there because that's pretty much where it needs to be, and it keeps it all together and out the way. So that's that. Thank you for watching. I can see you very shortly for the next episode, the next issue, where we're going to be dealing with the pedals. I think it's unrelated to this. I think I don't need this anymore for this month. So if you don't see the big car anymore, here it is so far, and we'll see it again quite soon. But thank you for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.